Alright, so welcome on travelers. Today, or rather yesterday actually, this post went live, right? This is about the new trade and item factions. Now, Last Epoch is gonna come out on the 21st of February, right? 2024 rather. It's not gonna take like another 400 years, don't worry guys. And so this one is about the trade factions, right? They, I think, spoiled some of this stuff like about like half a year ago or like a year ago. And basically you have the Circle of Fortune and the Merchant Skill, right? And whenever you create a character, as far as I remember, you basically choose at some point, I don't know, like if at the start or like at some point like when you like play through the game, you choose like either to be with the Circle of Fortune or you choose to be with the Merchant Skill, right? And to break it down, Circle of Fortune is basically like what you want to choose when you play like solo self-found, right? And Merchant Skill is like what you want to play when you want to play trade, right? Because Merchant's Guild enables trade. As you can see here, right? Merchant's Guild enables trade, and Circle of Fortune makes it easier to like get items on your own. And they have apparently like a prophecy system here. Whatever that exactly is gonna mean, we're gonna check out in a second here. And also how similar that is to the PoE's prophecies that have been in the game for like a long time, but got removed I think like a couple of leagues ago. We'll also see, right, like prophecies have been a staple in PoE for a long time, but not anymore, I believe. So, yeah, let's start out here. They have made a video. I mean, I guess we just like watch the video, right? That's like...
Greetings, travelers. I'm Judd Kobler,
easiest.
founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch. Today, we will be discussing the highly anticipated item faction system coming to the full release of Last Epoch on February 21st. We're very excited to release this innovative new way for players to participate in the deep and rewarding item hunt that Last Epoch offers in the way that they like to play. By joining the Merchants Guild, you will be able to buy, sell, and trade items through the bustling bazaar. Or, if you choose to join the Circle of Fortune, you'll set your sights to the stars and be able to bolster your item acquisition through prophecies and increased item drop rates.
Oh, these are like devotion pages. Not really, actually. The cool thing is, this is like an in-game like trade site, right? No need for like any third-party sites.
If you choose to join the Circle of Fortune, you'll set your sights to the stars and be able to bolster your item acquisition through prophecies and increased item drop rates. Okay,
so what do we see here? Increase the Circle of Fortune rank, unlocking more prophecies. So it's like a reputation system, I guess, as well in here that we have. Okay.
System is the result of many years of debating what the ideal trade system should look like in a loot-based app.
What do we have here? Arctis Prophecy, event, Death of Abomination, condition, Fall of the Outcast timeline, reward, unique body armor. Okay, so you basically like, you have favor that you get in whatever way, like playing through the campaign maybe, or like doing missions. And then you can basically like choose prophecies, and then you basically like choose prophecies depending on the content that you probably want to do anyway. And you get basically like additional loot on top of that. Or you can like look for what kind of loot you get here, and then choose the prophecy depending on the reward, right? And then like just do that content to get that reward. For you to do it like that though, I think the reward has to be like very, very impactful, and like just getting one unique body armor.
Action RPG, tons of collaboration with our amazing community, and many sleepless nights of game design meetings.
Dude, these new areas look dope though. Holy shit, what is this?
With our game design team. We found through extensive polling that players of action RPGs are split nearly down the middle when it comes to those who want their experience to heavily involve trade and an economy, and those who want to focus on finding items themselves or with close friends. We believe that through the item faction system, we will deliver a tailored and exciting path to hunt for top-tier items for both camps of players. In Last Epoch 1.0, you will join a faction once you reach the great mercantile city of Majelka. When you select to join the Merchants Guild or the Circle of Fortune, a new interface will become available that will let you access details about your current status with your faction.
Okay, so once you get to Majelka is I think like, what is it, Act 4, 5, something like that? It's pretty nice. And then you get like the different factions, like a progress bar here. I don't quite understand how you get the favor yet, but I mean, I'm sure it will be self-explanatory either like in the video or like in-game later on release. It shouldn't have to be like that hard. And you try to just like do some quests or like kill some monsters and stuff like that.
Notice reputation, how much favor you currently have, and what benefits your faction is currently providing you. Let's talk about these briefly. Reputation within a faction is a core part of how the faction is going to be benefiting you on your journey. As a representative of that faction, you will continue to increase your reputation by killing enemies and completing quests. For the Merchant Guild, this includes participating in the Bazaar and completing trades at your current level. And for the Circle of Fortune...
Wait, so if you complete trades, you actually gain more favor? Oh, interesting. So like, they're kind of like forcing you into the mechanic, which is, I guess, not bad. It's okay. Why not try it? 1.0, actual 1.0, yeah. This year.
Means completing prophecies that will divine certain items after fulfilling the foretold conditions. Through earning reputation, you will ascend ranks within your faction, earning you unique benefits and options. Once you have ascended...
Wait, so you get like... So you unlock prophecies, and you can basically like slot these into your like prophecy tree, whatever, I guess?
Items after fulfilling the foretold conditions.
Maybe.
Through earning reputation, you will ascend ranks within your faction, earning you unique benefits and options. Once you have earned reputation within a faction, that reputation stays with your account in that game mode. This means if you rank up a cycle character, all of your other cycle characters will have that rank when they join the same faction and contribute to that faction's reputation gain.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Cycles are basically the seasons of Last Epoch, by the way, if you don't know. Like, Last Epoch is going to have seasons, and I'm pretty sure like Cycle 1 is basically going to start whenever the game launches, and then like you will have like Cycle 2 and so on and so on. I mean, we know seasons from like Diablo 4, or Diablo 3, Diablo 2, even Path of Exile, of course, and also Grim Dawn with community seasons, right? So you all like know how that works. Like resetting all the progress, everything is going to be reset every single season. Which makes, of course, this being like account-wide, you only have to like do it once per season. Like the only viable way, honestly, like this is how it should be, right? You set up to like, of course, yeah, depending on like which side your character has chosen, you can only like progress that one faction, not the other one.
You may switch factions and earn and maintain reputation with them.
Never mind, you can actually also switch factions on one character, so you can like play one character and be on both factions. That's kind of this is a bit concerning maybe, because like you could play like Circle of Fortune first, right? Like get like tons of stuff like quicker on your own, and then later start trading, go back to the Merchants Guild. But I'm pretty sure actually they said something at least last time that like some items that you acquire through like the Circle of Fortune, they are like untradeable or something like that. So you basically like don't get an advantage like going Fortune first and like Guild later. But we'll see.
No penalty to your earned reputation with the other. There are currently 10 ranks to achieve in each faction, with the later ranks requiring quite a bit of commitment in order to obtain. So, while you have the freedom to change your faction at any time, you will want to pick a faction and stick with it to reach the most powerful benefits that they have to offer. It is important to note that you can only be a member of one faction at any given time per character, and items earned with the benefits from those factions will require that you are aligned with them in order to use them. So most
Okay, you need to be aligned with them to use them. But I mean, if you just level up both, you can just like switch factions and like... Okay, I mean, you can't like use both the items from both different factions at the same time. But depending on the build, you could like switch factions depending on the items that you need for a certain build.
Players will want to stick to a faction that rewards their preferred playstyle. Next, let's talk about favor. Favor is the currency you will earn while slaying enemies or completing quests for each of the factions. Favor is separate from reputation. This currency can be used to either complete trades with the Merchants Guild or acquire new prophecies from the Circle of Fortune. And if you find yourself with excess favor, you can always spin the wheel with the Faction Gambler. Item gifting to party members has been in the game for a while now, and it isn't going anywhere.
By the way, look at all these like new... The new art looks insane, actually. Okay, this is old art, but like these are all new. It's very cool.
Item gifting to party members has been in the game for a while now, and it isn't going anywhere. However, it's important to note that once you have joined a faction, items will start being tagged with the faction you were part of when they dropped. This means that while questing, if you are a member of the Merchants Guild, and an item drops for you, that item will still be shareable with anyone who is in the party, like always, and be available to be sold, provided that you meet the rank requirements in the Merchant's Guild Bazaar. Just be sure that the person you are trading it to also meets the same faction requirements. The last use case we wanted to solve for are friends who choose to play together and just want their own little trade group, which brings us to resonances, which are a new type of item that can be found when you are questing with your friends or party members.
Resonates with Kavarosku. Okay. Okay, so usually, right, like when you are playing together, you can like gift every item, like all the items you find when you're playing together in the same session, you can like gift all of them to the other player, right, that you're playing with. But I mean, resonances are there so that you can like basically gift an item to someone else that is not, I mean, that you have like played with, right? But at the point when like an item dropped, you did not play with that person. But then afterwards, or like before that, you played with that person and you got the resonance before or after the item dropped. And you can like apply the resonance on the item, and then that item can be traded to that person, right? This will still be within the limits of the faction systems, right? So you cannot gift like a Merchant's Guild item to somebody who's playing Circle of Fortune, not the other way around. But it does bypass gifting restrictions. So you can basically like still gift other people stuff that you found in Circle of Fortune to other Circle of Fortune members when you play with them together a lot, and you get like resonances for that player, right?
This item can be used to enable an item to be gifted specifically to the player that you have a resonance with, even if they weren't there when the item dropped. We know a lot of times players will play with their friends, and then later you'll be soloing a piece of content and the perfect item drops for your buddy. Well, thanks to the new resonance system, you will be able to gift them that perfect item the next time you see them. As those of you who love loot-based action RPGs know, trade and economy is a very complex and divisive issue to solve for when catering to a large player base and different playstyles, while keeping the item acquisition hunt feeling great. We can't wait to get your feedback.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Focusing lens. These are new too, right? Focusing lenses of alchemy. Increased chance per rank to find belts. Right. Oh, it's like magic find, basically. Where do you slot these?
The system that we've come up with alongside you, and we thank you for all of your continued input and passion for helping
wait, where the fuck do you slot those?
And we thank you for all of your can't wait to get and different playstyles, while keeping the item acquisition hunt feeling great. We can't wait to get your feedback on the system that we've come up with alongside you.
Huh? This is question mark. Like you can buy them, yeah, but like where do you put them? Do you have to have them in your inventory like charms? No way, dude.
And we thank you for all of your continued input and passion for helping make Last Epoch the next great action RPG.
Bottom left of the cosmetic page.
There is so much more to explore with the item faction system, so check out the deeper dive we have on our forums, and we look forward to seeing you in Last Epoch February 21st.
Okay, that's cool. So basically this means like Magic Find and Circle of Fortune is not like it's like never really gonna compete with power, right?
Different play styles, while
because like in other games like Diablo 2 or like Path of Exile for like a certain amount, I guess, as well, Magic Find always like competes with like power, right? With player power, with like combat stats. But I guess on this game it won't. Which I personally like. I mean, I know it like takes away like one part of like the theory crafting, like basically like it takes away from the thought process of like, okay, how much defenses or like power can I strip from my character, and how much Magic Find can I put on it on top and get away with that, right? And I think that system, like thinking about that is interesting on softcore. I think it's not really like that great on hardcore to think about that. And also I personally don't like it that much, but I mean, it's just like a subjective thing. It's like interesting though, like this game doesn't want you to like have to choose, which I guess is like part of the philosophy of Last Epoch, making many things a bit like simpler and easier to like think about, and for example Path of Exile. And I mean that's fine, I guess, right? Like, it's supposed to be like a bit more maybe like casual, a bit more simple. But it still has like all the systems in there. It has like tons of systems now, actually, like with this like Magic Find on top as well. At least for like Solar Found Magic Find, right?
Feeling great. We can't wait to get your feedback on the system that we've come up with alongside you, and we think...
I wonder how this Magic Find is gonna like... Okay, because like obviously if you like get Magic Find here, right, you're gonna have a higher chance of like finding maces, for example. But do they like mark all the maces that you find due to your like Circle of Fortune like Magic Find as being like Circle of Fortune only items that you cannot take over to the other faction if you like change factions? Like, do all of those also get marked? Because they should have been, like they should be, right? Because you're not getting these and like an item that you get because of you having this focusing lens, right? You wouldn't get on the other one. So all the items should be... But like, wait, all items being marked makes no sense either, right? Yeah, Oscar, welcome, and thanks for watching. Because like, what are you supposed to do when... Okay, like earlier, right, they showed a character being able to like basically like smoothly transition from like one faction to the other. But like, if every single item was marked, right, you would have literally no items. And I mean, you would just die then.
Thank you for all of
like,
your
that wouldn't make any sense either.
Passion for helping make Last Epoch the next...
So ideally, right, you would have like 3 markings, right? You would have like items that drop either way. You would have items that drop just because of your Circle of Fortune bonuses. And you would have items that drop because of Merchant's Guild, which I guess there aren't any that like drop because of Merchant's Guild. They're just items that you get via trading from Merchant's Guild, right? Which are marked like that. So if they mark it like this, then I think it's fine. Like also being able to like switch factions on characters. If they mark every single item that drops, that wouldn't make no sense in my opinion. I mean, it would be like the lazy way in quotation marks, but it would like make no sense whatsoever, right? But yeah, definitely, I mean, Circle of Fortune is like the Solar Found like faction to go for, and the other one is the like trade faction, obviously, right? And if you want to do basically something like group found, right? If you want to do group found, you also play Circle of Fortune. Unless you never want to play with your other group found people. I guess, okay, if you're playing group found, it depends, right? Are you actually like playing with your friends in multiplayer or not? If you are, you can go Circle of Fortune, like trade via like either being the same game or via the like residences, right? But if you're not, then you have to play Merchant's Guild, right? Okay. Oh, there's also like another news post that we should check out here. That's very important for you guys watching on Twitch, right? Let's see here. So, Twitch drops. What you need to know for launch. Let's go. So there are Twitch drops you can get on launch, starting February 22nd, apparently. Up until, oh, we can get different drops every single day. Holy fuck, dude. Following week, starting 22nd, 29th rather, each item will be available one last time in case you missed on the first go round. Okay. So you have like 2 weeks in which you can get like these insane Twitch drops. You can get the Mantle of the Professor, the Merchant's Mantle, the Blue Seer's Orb Pet, the Dire Guana Pet. And yeah. Here you see like when you can get them. Thursday to Sunday. And I don't know if like you can get these, or like if you can use this only if you are like playing the Merchant's Guild or like the Prophecy Circle. Maybe, probably. But yeah, these are the ones you can get. I mean, they look cool. They're cosmetics. Cosmetics are, I mean, visually nice. Otherwise, whatever. But yeah, kind of cool. COF Mantle's all you need? Hell yeah. The superior faction, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, basically TLDR, Circle of Fortune. Where is it? Circle of Fortune is gonna be fun to theorycraft, like which prophecy you wanna like, or like, not necessarily theorycraft, but like just you look at the telescope and you see like different prophecies and you can like, you know, decide like you want to do this one or that one, what's like the best for you, what you wanna do. It's like a bit about like spontaneous planning in a way. I like that. And then more like long-term planning with the lenses as well. I like that too. It's pretty cool. Like an Atlas tree system in a way. Merchant's Guild. It looks okay, but then if you like actually look at it, there's like some things missing in my opinion. And those things are... where the fuck is it? Those things are being able to either sell for something that's different than gold, or be able to buy and sell mats directly. Like if you want gold to be like always the currency, then you should be able to like sell and buy glyphs, shards, and runes in my opinion. And then another thing is like you cannot resell items. I can understand why they are afraid of reselling items, but I think as long as you have the favor system, right, and you have to like pay favor to like list and like buy an item in the first place, then you already have kind of like the solution to like abusing like reselling. So they should just allow reselling when you already have like the favor system, I think. Like those are like the two big ones for me personally. It's the end of flipping guardrail. Well, yes, but like favor is already kind of that anyway, right? In a way, I mean, I don't know. And like flipping is also fun for people. Maybe not for everybody, but it can be like fun. And like favor is not the guardrail to like flipping in general, but it's like the guardrail against like excessive flipping at least. And like against like AFKing in the Merchant's Guild and like doing nothing but like flipping, right? Because you're not gonna get favor there, right? You have to like go outside and like actually kill mobs to get favor, right? So you always are forced to do something else, like sit in the Merchant's Guild to get favor. Yeah. And then yeah, that's like one thing with like the once you list something and you want to delist it again, you don't get your favor back. And you sometimes want to delist and like list again, just like change your price, right? Since you can't change your price apparently anymore. So they should either make it so you can change your price, maybe like once a day or something like that, or you get like the favor back, right, when you unlist an item. But then they would have to like change it so that you get the reputation when you sell the item, not when you list the item, which it's a bit tricky, but there should be a solution there that can be found that's better than the current system, maybe. But that one is a bit like trickier, I think. And also the favor being like fixed to the quality only and not also... I think it should be a mix of like the price being fixed to the item. Like that should be like 50% of like the thing that like determines the favor cost. And then the other 50% should just be like directly like linearly correlated to the gold cost. To like kind of like balance a bit for like two different items. Both having like the same quality, the same LP, the same CP, whatever, right? All of that being the same, but like one item is just inherently better than the other one. But currently with the set system, they would have like the same favor cost. But like if you put like a different gold cost there, and you have like favor cost also being influenced by gold cost, that would make like the shittier item cost less favor as well. Because with the current system, you kind of only want to ever like put up good items. Like you only want to list good items and sell good, like buy good items, and bad items will like probably never be found in the bazaar really, if it's like this. Like the only bad items that are gonna be found there is like from people that like don't know the system works kinda, which I don't know, it's not really what you want, I think, ultimately, but